Good afternoon. So today we continue to explore Rabbi Sacks' positions from his book Lessons of Leadership, and we start Bemidbar, book of Torah, and Parashat Bemidbar. So in Parashat, in weekly chapter Bemidbar, we can read about like census, about counting of Jewish people. And here we see that Rabbi Sacks said that when we talk about census and about big group of people, sometimes we can talk about them not as like every personality, but as a group. Like, this is group of people who work for corporation A, or this is group of people who serve in army B, or this is group of people who participate in this like sport competition and as a audience at the stadium. And also he said about pretty famous work of Charles Mackay and his work on like group dynamics and how people behave in the groups, also work of Gustave and of course some negative issues when like big group as a crowd can behave irrational because they don't feel the individual responsibility for their behavior, words or decision. And he said that when in Torah we said that you must up like your head, it means that you can be part of the group, but you still must have your personal responsibility. And it's very important to keep this individual responsibility and keep your individual relationship with God. And by the way, you can be a member of the group, but still you have your personal responsibility. And the question of leadership, he said that it's very hard to be a leader of nation who like not just nation, but also individuals in this nation. And this leadership, it's pretty hard and ambitious, but it's the most powerful and most inspiring leadership which you can have. So it's his lesson from weekly Parashat Bemidbar, which we explore this week. Thank you.